Welcome to the CyberFed Show. I'm Dan Manson. I teach computer information systems at Cal Poly Pomona. Each week, this broadcast will cover the world of cybersecurity competitions, similar to a sports show. We believe cybersecurity competitions are like a sport. In these shows, we drill down into competitions and provide stories, scores, and statistics. We believe those that participate in competitions are cyber athletes with the same training, passion, and coolness, plus a few additions. The opportunities for these athletes to go pro is much greater, and in our world today, we are falling behind our real competition. This week, we continue our four-part series of CyberFed coverage from the Cyber Patriot National Finals in Baltimore, Maryland. In the third segment, we explore the most difficult role on a team. A coach is responsible for building a team, motivating a team, training a team. But when the team takes the cyber field, all the coach can do is watch. As you can see, being a successful Cyber Patriot coach is not easy. But when your team succeeds, there is no better feeling.
What was it like the first year that you coached Cyber Patriot?
It was scary. I was lost. I had no idea, honestly, what direction we needed to go. So with the help of mentor, students, books, teachers, everywhere, I was pulling resources from everywhere just to put it together. And it was a thrill by itself. It was just like playing a game that you are so interested in it, and every step of the way you'll find a secret. And when you find a secret, it's a fulfillment.
What do you like about being at the Cyber Patriot National Finals?
I've had the chance to compete with my cadets at several different types of nationals competitions. Being at this high level, it's just the feeling that you're amongst some of the best in the country has such a unique aspect to it. And then anytime that you hear your team's name mentioned on a national stage, it just kind of sends goosebumps and chills.
You really understand how to play Cyber Patriot. Your students know how to play, but what did you do differently this year?
This year, we always worked hard to get to nationals, but this year, as soon as we found out we were going, we scheduled 3 to 4 meetings a week, and we went to some team building activities at some businesses that are local, and we did a simulation of the actual competition environment. I have a former student who helps with that, and then 3 professionals who came in and played the red team, and that helped to prepare. We worked on Cisco, tried to get access to the equipment for the security, which we don't always have access to, and just, kept getting together as much as possible. And then we also prepared the middle school team as well.
Is that something you like about the competition, that you're no longer working with students that are taking a class they need to take and they're worried about the grade in the class? You're dealing with kids that are doing something that they truly have passion for and just want to see how much they can stretch.
You hit the nail on the head. I mean, I often say in class, I wish we didn't have to have any grades because this is just so much fun. We want to learn it. Now, not all kids believe that. Not all kids will buy that. But that's exactly right. When you're dealing with these competitions, they're here because they buy that and they want to be successful at it.
I remember when we started this 7 years ago, 8 years ago, and how difficult it was for us to realize, how can we get our kids to that level? And to watch them over the last few years and to be here in so many consecutive years and have the 1, 2, and then 1 year we had the 3 teams here, 4 teams, is pretty exciting. And it says a lot about the whole aspect of the setting of expectations by our coaches and the students themselves on each other and building on their successes. And it's a lot of fun for us to see that.
What is the most important quality a Cyber Patriot coach should have?
A lot of energy, I think. I don't know if everybody does. It's just my nature, but I've put a lot of personal time into it, a lot of time outside of class. And, the kids are getting internships at several companies in the area that I know. And they hire them, and once they get a kid in the door and realize they're very competent, then it just goes to the next level. They're wanting to know, when am I going to get another student? When are you sending me resumes? How can I interview? When can I interview? And when, it's a much better paying job than any kind of food service or something that most teenagers are doing.
At the Western Regional, we had coaches from Berkeley, from Stanford, from UC Riverside, from Cal Poly Pomona. We had coaches at some very strong schools and strong cybersecurity programs. But I saw that they were very interested in your students going to college and becoming part of their programs. Is that something that Cyber Patriot creates, the talent that colleges and cybersecurity programs at universities need?
Well, I think, first of all, the vast majority of the students, of my 45 students at Troy, they have found what they're going to do in life. And fortunately for them, in their situation, they found it while they were in high school. So they have found a skill set, they have found a motivation, they found dedication, and they've got support. And while they're having fun with it, they also know that from high school, this leads to college, which leads to jobs, and they understand kind of the whole picture with that. Certainly, the college coaches were excited because they're going to, if they get the opportunity to have some of these Cyber Patriot trained students come to their college, their background is going to make them instant team members because they already understand what's going on and they know how to research, they know how to learn. I mean, their learning hasn't stopped. We don't teach them everything at the high school level, but they kind of get the whole picture.
What does it take for someone to succeed as a Cyber Patriot coach?
One, that's interesting because I have two types of coaches, actually three, but basically I'm looking at my two more successful coaches. One coach knows a little bit about computers, knows a little bit about cybersecurity, has learned more over the time. But what the coach does know is how to motivate kids, how to get kids involved, how to get kids to collaborate, how to get kids engaged in what they're doing and be successful. Then I have another coach who has a very good background in computer technology, and so is able to give them the in and outs, but also does a little bit more of the other thing too, the team building and the team development. So you have both coaches who approach it in somewhat different manners, but both being extremely successful. So I think it's taking from teaching, it's taking from coaching and putting those things all together and sort of building that collaborative teamwork effort with kids based on an academic subject. And it's an interesting sort of hybrid model that we were developing here with our cyber coaches.
Do they have the same commitment as teams that play an academic decathlon or teams that play basketball or teams that are in a band competition? Is it that level of commitment that they have to make?
I want to say it's even higher, honestly, because they really, really enjoy it. Again, they're working with adults, they're working with equipments, they're working with empowerment. So I think, yes, it is even higher. It's something new on the block that nobody had played before. And they're looking at higher company, Boeing, Raytheon, Northrop Grumman. They're looking at the government, Air Force Association, and there's a level of support from the administrations. Every competition comes in. We have the counselor comes in, the other teachers. We have the principal comes in, and really say thank you for being here, and that gives them sense of attention and some empowerment also.
Please go to our CyberFed YouTube channel to view all current and past episodes. I'm Dan Manson. See you next week.